Good evening, everybody. This is Leah and Ryan from feathersleepigeonauctions.com. I know we were over on the Pioneer page right now. I'm going to send this over to the Feathersleep Pigeon Auctions page. We're having a whole bunch of technical issues tonight, but we have made it. Ryan, I'm going to have to do what I do. You're going to have to talk for a second or two while I get everything shared and the whole 9 yards. I'm going to send it over to you, Ryan.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you for sending it over to me. See, this is what it is. We blame the internet gods and that, but it's not. The problem is when you're in a studio with 10 supreme, super athletic racing pigeons, the powers in the brain, the bodies, the muscles, it just messes up the atmosphere, okay? And this is what we're here for tonight. You've all been waiting for it. You've seen me drive to Delaware. You've seen me even with the bad audio. We did it. You guys were mind blown. Tonight's a big interview. Tonight's a big night. It's Wednesday night. And on Wednesday nights, that's the best time to make a margarita, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Because we are going to bring you the very, very best from the United States of America, Aztec Lofts, Romero, Herrera. This is going to be great. I want to make sure we're on YouTube. I want to make sure we're on Facebook. I want to welcome you all. Come on, sit down. This is going to be a big one. Again, if you see me fall off the chair, these birds do that to me. Okay, it was well worth the drive. I would have went 40 hours to see it.
We are live on Facebook. Thank goodness. Want to give a big hello to everybody tuned in. Heather Green, David Tracy, Michael Peevler, Jay-Z is in the house. Hello, hello. Hopefully all of you on our Feathers Elite page can hear us. We're going to introduce our special guest. Some things are worth the wait, and I think this gentleman and his pigeons are definitely worth the wait. Want to give a big good evening to Romero Herrera from Aztec Loft. Can you hear us, Romero? And he can't hear us. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Are you with us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome.
There's the champ there. There he is, Leah. You see, look how he looks. That's how a winner looks. He's counting all the wins. He's trying to count them on his fingers and toes. He doesn't have enough fingers and toes and anything like that. Welcome to the show.
I fixed my drink.
Perfect.
See,
Finally open.
Leah, didn't I tell you winners enjoy tequila?
I know I do.
With Coke.
Tequila.
With Coke. He's a real drinker. Welcome. Romero, I want to start off with on the Feathers Elite Pioneer family here. I wanted to thank you for coming on tonight, and I wanted to congratulate you in your big win last week or early in the week this week at the Black Gold race. Again, you knocked off the 350. You came back and destroyed it at the 400 mile. That bird, or those two birds, those couple birds you had were right up in the top from start to finish all the way. I think you finished off with one of the top three birds of all in that race. Congratulations. And then I was doing some snooping along here today as well, and I see even at the Flying D race there in Texas, you're 15th in the average speed, and you've only got you're only a minute and 20 seconds or a minute and 40 seconds off the pace. So, ladies and gentlemen, watch out. He's going to close like a freight train. This man right here.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Congratulations. How does it feel to get another win under your belt?
Yeah, thank you. It's really feels really nice, because after all that work and after all these years working and trying to be, good in races, we're getting to a point where we're doing really good. This year, let's see what happens next. Every year changes. Every year is different. It looks like we have a pretty good breeding year. So let's hope that we have the same this year. We'll see.
Yeah. For our audience who maybe are not familiar with you and your story, why don't you just give us, before we get into these 10 amazing lots, a little rundown of how you got involved.
You hear me?
In this great sport. Yes, we hear you. Go ahead. Can you hear us?
Oh, maybe he can't hear you, Leah. Do you have him on mute?
No, I don't. Maybe you ask him, Ryan.
Yeah. For the audience, for the people who don't know you or just tuning in, to could you give them a little rundown on a bit of your background, how long you've been in the sport, some of your big achievements, just some small things like that. Let's get the people that don't know you to get to know you.
Yeah, well, I started racing pigeons when I was a kid. When I was 10, 11 years old, I was messing with them in Mexico, and I was just playing, with them, with friends, and live around the street. There was a lot of young pigeon flyers back then, and I moved to the States when I turned 14, so I let the birds go. But that's something that was already on my blood that I wanted to do. But when I came to the country, I didn't know nobody who had pigeons here or nothing. And of course, then I didn't have a place to have them anyway. I was in California for a little while, and then I moved to Virginia and up in Delaware. And I moved to Delaware in '96, got married and everything. And in 2002, a buddy of mine from California was coming out this way, and he told me if I wanted to get some pigeons from somebody he knew over there. So he brought me 9 pigeons from California, and I stuck them into my garage in my house. And since then, I've been messing with them. So it's been, we're getting close to 20 years already here in the country with them. So in the last 7, 8 years, I started sending birds into Mexico. I was doing good here and flying locally on our club, and I started sending birds out to Mexico, but they weren't doing nothing in Mexico. It was I guess it was a different type of pigeon what it needs to win out there and stuff. So in 2015, I brought friends from Mexico. They know a lot about pigeons to go through my birds, see what was going on, what I was doing wrong or what. And they did help me a lot. They changed all my the way I was doing my breeding and everything. They changed everything up. So since that year, everything changed. That year was my best year. Well, this year has been even better, but 2015 was a great year for me.
Right. Now, when you changed up, when your friends came to help you out, give you some tips, let's say, did you get rid of the birds, or did you just change what you were doing with the birds, change how you paired them?
They when they came over, they thought I had a lot of birds that really no good. But when they went through the loft and went through all the birds, they ended up finding out the 3/4 of the birds that I had there pretty good pigeons. It's just I wasn't doing the right matings, with size wise and eye wise and stuff like that. They will leave a lot of eye sign and stuff like that. And they did all the pairing for me that year. They didn't know nothing about the birds. I don't just pair however you want. Don't even worry if you pair brothers and sisters or father to daughters. That pair however you want them. So they pairing for me, and they did a really good job because that year was my best year that I have up to that point.
Right. And so you just continued on following that way, and it's been building and building ever since.
Yeah, they came back. I brought them back in 2017. Right. They came back again and did the same thing for me again. They went all through my birds again, make sure everything was fine. And the son, Jose Carlos, he got rid of about 75 pigeons, and less than half an hour they're gone. He's pretty fast. He's a vet, and he handles a wildlife race in Mexico, so he's pretty good at doing that. So, and he doesn't turn around when he needs to do something like that. So he got rid of him really fast.
Yeah. Well, you had some good friends there to help you out. I just want to see here, Leah, are you on with us? Just want to make sure you're there.
I absolutely am. Maybe I've turned up my mic, so maybe you guys can hear me better now. Can you guys hear me better now?
Romero, can you hear Leah?
No, I don't hear her now.
Okay, so Ryan, you're going to have to do some translation for me. A question that I have for Romero is, what's the difference he finds between racing in Mexico and racing in the U.S.?
All right, Romero, I'm going to translate here for Leah. I'm going to say it to you. She wants to know, what is the difference in racing in Mexico to here in the United States, North America?
Apparently in Mexico, the races they do over there, other than being a lot of birds, the way the area, it has a lot of mountains, so it's a lot tougher for pigeons. It's a smaller pigeon what they fly over there. here, I mean, we at that point I was using a bigger pigeon, so and they do really well over here. But over there, I wasn't doing nothing. So it's a smaller pigeon when they fly over there. And the other thing too is those guys over there, they're really consistent with their pigeons. They're not. They take it really serious. I mean, they're there to compete. So
Right.
you have to have good pigeons to compete because their birds they have they just not keep them up. They worked a lot with them. They train them really
Right.
hard.
Yeah, and I remember being there with you handling some of the birds that you had brought in from Mexico. The buoyancy, but the muscle, they're very, very nice, very aerodynamic. They weren't heavy pigeons, no extra weight on them, just small, buoyant. They feel like they can go, go, go. A question, in Mexico, what time of year are they racing and what are the temperatures and the wind conditions normally? Is it headwinds, tailwinds? Is it real hot, real humid?
It
What's the
changes. It changes temperatures. It's when they get towards the end, it gets a little hot. It's probably I want to say on 75 to 85 temperatures. It
okay?
changes. Then and they fly. They start flying. What jumpers or the one low races. They some of them finish in September, towards the end of September. But then that's when the most of them start. Towards the end of September, most of the races start. The club races and also the one low races, and they finish towards the end of November. Um, but they do have a lot of different one love races, and of course, all the combine races they finish. I think it's right around the middle of November, right around the
Right.
20th of November. That's when they most of them finish.
And average in the combines, what are the sizes of the
Um,
combines?
if you fly in Guadalajara, they're right now they're averaging from 40 to 50,000 pigeons. Um, they start with usually towards the end they have between 20 to 35,000 birds going to the final, and the derby usually have about right around 4,000 pigeons. That's a band derby that you have to buy bands for. But the regular club races, they always end up in between 20 to 35,000 pigeons. Um, there's a small town outside Guadalajara that I like to go to a lot. That's where my friends are. The ones that have been helping me a lot with the birds, with medicine and everything. Their names is Cleofas Casillas and his son. They run the one love race over there. That's their hat over here.
Ah.
they they do they on their club on their small town. That's a small town where you get up on the roof of the house, you can see everybody's roof. They fly up to 7,000 pigeons just on that small town. There's two
Wow.
clubs in the town, but there's a couple towns around the area. They fly in the same trucks. So they're very 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 competitive. It's very hard to win on those races over there. Cleofas and his son Jose Carlos they run a one love race, which is two different events, and they do a tremendous job over there. But there's
Excellent.
a lot of pigeon flyers out there, and very tough ones too.
Right now, question: have you tried the birds from Mexico here? Have you been trying them out
I'm
on the
gonna
one loft courses here in the United States?
I'm gonna do that this year. I brought some the last year. I think it was 406. I didn't get to try them that well because I bred them kind of late. But this year I'm gonna breed specific Mexico bloodlines. The birds they've been doing really good over there. That's what I brought over to U.S. So I'm gonna pair them up in between them, and I'm gonna send them. It's an addition to the teams. I'm gonna send to different wildlife races, just to see how they do in comparison to the other ones.
Right. Right. And I will say, guys, I will be the first to vouch. I handled the birds. I got to see them, pick them out. Absolutely. The birds from Mexico that Romero has brought in are second to none. They're perfect quality, buoyancy, the whole 9 yards. They have it. And he's 100% right. They're a little smaller, little longer, but super compact, awesome amount of muscle. That was a real pleasure to see it because I figured the quality of pigeons there would be super, and 150% they were. So excellent.
Yeah.
Leah, question?
Yep. I am here. No questions yet. I think what we'll do is we're going to get into the lot. So just explain to Romero how we're going to do this if he can hear me. I'm going to throw up the video, do the little bit of reading, and then you guys can talk, okay? You're going to have to be the translator here.
Okay. All right, Romero. So this is how it's going to work. You're going to see the photo up of the bird come up. Leah is going to do her rundown, which I can hear, of the lots. And then she's going to turn it over to me, and we'll talk back and forth about the lots. We go in each lot in order. And if there's any questions, Leah's going to ask me, and I'll fire them into you. So I think we're ready to roll. Guys,
We're going to make this work.
sit back. We're going to make this work to the best of the ability. I told you, Leah, the quality of the pigeons are so good, they're screwing up the atmosphere. If I fall off the chair, just don't worry. Just bid. You're going to love these birds. They're going to add horsepower to your loft. And you know what? This man here wins one loft races like it's the easiest thing. It's like me skipping. You see how good of a skipper I am? I got to show you people one time. That's how he does it. Leah, let's start off with lot number 1 in the Aztec sale.
We are going to start off with lot number 1. Where do you guys go to bid? feathersleeppigeonauctions.com. Starting off with lot number 1, a beautiful blue checker white flight hen. Mexico, 2019 094616. An original Aztec Loft, a direct child to the sire of 31 Blue Sky, 2021 Hoosier One Loft Race Champion. Also full sister to the 8th at the Big Andy 500 Mile, 2019. Half sister to, of course, 31 Blue Sky, the first place Hoosier 2021 winner, winning 157,000 US dollars. This is Shooting Star, lot number 1. Ryan, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say it again and again. This is very close to those pigeons from Mexico. Very, very buoyant. A little bit in the longer cast pigeon. Super strong back. She shines. She got excellent amount of muscle to her. Forearm is nice. She's like heaven in your hands. She doesn't have the most prettiest little face on her, but I'll tell you, with the pedigree and the background of this pigeon, you feel the buoyancy, you feel the muscle, you feel the vibration from the keel to the end of the tip of the tail. This bird has it. The vent bones are like steel. She pops out of her shirt. She has the right amount of muscle, but she is just super, super classy. Very, very alert. Romero, what do you have to say about this lot number 1?
I don't know. I feel like I want to cry when I see her over there.
Okay. Hey, you know what? If you have to go and get a tissue, you can. Don't worry, guys. Where do you go to bid? Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. I think he wants to buy her back. No. But seriously, come on. I know she's absolutely a doll. Give me the lowdown on her.
Yeah, well, those birds I bred them. I bred them to keep them for breeders, and I had about probably 60 birds that I bred for breeders, and I was just holding them on the back, and I thought I was gonna put them to breed, but then I started bringing more birds out of the country, and that's not happening. It's been a little hard because I got too many birds. That bird, it's a full, half sister to the Hoosier winner, and half sister and full sister to a lot of winners and different races in Mexico. The only thing that the last year I bought a different program to keep my information on for pedigrees and stuff. So a lot of the information on what they when or what they did on that family, I don't remember it because there's so many. My body in Mexico remembers more than I, and things like this. When it comes back to what they did and everything. But that's a super pigeon to be breeding from. But it's just like I say, I got too many birds, and it happens that I got more. I got a couple. I think I got a sister or brother to that one. That still have it here in the loft that. I didn't want to get rid of it. When you asked me, you want the best. So that's what I picked. I went and picked of what I knew that I have on the loft, of brothers and sisters to winners. So that's what I picked, and that's what I keep it to sell over there.
Well, I will say there's no shortage on this pigeon. Full class. It has everything. A great vibration. Super, super muscle. Just, guys, you will not go wrong with this pigeon. And the winner of this bird, when you get it and you feel it, you feel this bird puts no extra weight on. It can get up, it can go. And when you want to beat thousands of pigeons, you got to have buoyancy and muscle. And that's what these birds have. And, you know, I will say, in Victoria Falls, this man has done it. At the Hoosier, this man has done it. In the Black Gold Race, this man has done it. In Mexico, this man has done it. Big Andes, this man has done it. The Royal Cup, this man has done it. And right off the hop, when you go through all the lots, you feel performance, buoyancy, muscle, feather quality. You see it all. And that's why he wants to cry, because right now, this is a super, this lot number one. Have a drink. It's okay. Have one. I'm going to have water in a second.
I told my buddy in Mexico, I said, hey, I saw the birds in the pictures, man. I feel like I want to buy them back.
That's okay. And just a reminder, guys, yes, we do ship to Mexico, ship all throughout North America. Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Leah, any questions I need to ask?
Yes, question from Rob Wong. What is the key thing that Romero did to prepare his young birds prior to shipping them to the Black Gold? What age were they when they left his loft? Go ahead.
Well, okay, so when you are sending birds to any one loft race, is there certain things you do to prep them? And is there a certain age that you enjoy to send them?
I usually try to send them, older than 50 days, a little older than that. And I usually try to put them away from their parents and keep them in a section for at least 2-3 weeks before I send them anywhere. And when I handle them, I like to handle the size of the birds and make sure that they didn't lose any weight or nothing like that while they're on the pen, Because
right.
sometimes they get a little skinny.
Yeah. So you separate them, what, about 25 days? You leave them for 2-3 weeks, let them wean themselves off, make sure they're eating and drinking good. You go through them a few times, handle them, pick the ones that you want, and then you kind of go from there. And most of the time you're sending birds over 50 days old. Question for you, do you let the youngsters go into an aviary before you send them?
I do. They have an aviary on that section where they're at. They have an aviary, and I get to they get to know how to get out in the aviary and to take a bath and everything. So they get to learn how to be around other pigeons.
All right, perfect. Leah, I think that nails that question.
Absolutely. No more questions. There we have lot number one. Where do you guys go to bid? FeathersLeapPigeonAuctions.com. This auction closes Friday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Let Romero know. We're going to move on to lot number two. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments. Go ahead, Ryan, and we'll move on.
All right, Romero, we're going to move on to lot number two. Photos going up. Leah's going to give the rundown. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. This is a real super. Your lot number two.
Lot number two, a beautiful blue bar cock, a 2021 18789, an original Aztec Loft with Guinness family lofts, superior one loft racing, champion winning bloodlines throughout, half brother to Panther Monkey, winner of second super race, second grand average Victoria Falls one loft race, grandson of Red Monkey, winner of first Victoria Falls one loft race, winning $200,000. Also, grandson of Victoria winner of first final race, Victoria Falls World Challenge, winning $200,000. Lot number two.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead,
have to
Ryan.
Get a charger before this phone dies, because I grabbed my wife's phone and she doesn't have my charger in it.
That's fine.
Right,
go ahead.
Grab a charger. I'll take it from here.
Yeah, it'll be just about 20 seconds.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, go ahead. So your lot number two here. He's a super cock. He really is. Got the strength. A little bit larger of a guy. His back comes up a bit. I will tell you though, for the muscle, he's got it popping right out of his chest. The parrot in the back's going crazy. It likes it as well. You see the look on this guy's face. Strong back as I hold him. Forearms super tight. He's nice. The vent bones are strong. One finger keel to the vent. His back is a little short, but you know what? He's got super amount of muscle. Crazy looking eye. Nice thick bars. I'm a thick bar kind of liker, and this guy has them. The buoyancy is nice for his size. Super pigeon. This lot number two. Very,
Ryan,
very, very nice.
Ryan, you can hear me, so that's great. Raymond Mendez, I hope I said that right, is asking, this is a Guinness line bird lot 2. Yes, it is. It's Aztec Loft with Guinness family lofts. That is correct.
Yeah, and from what I gathered from Romero, he has no problem bringing in different pigeons, okay? I seen him. He has some Guinness birds. He has the birds from Mexico, the Hardy Kruger birds, the Kittle birds. He's got some Van Loons. So he's not looking for just certain names of birds. He's trying birds and seeing how they work, but he's not afraid to experiment. And you see it right here. This is a definitely different style than the lot 1, a little bit bigger of a cockbird. But this lot number 2, super, super nice. You see him right here. Look at the shine on him, the purples, the greens. My friend, I hope you got your charger back with you. What do you know about lot number 2? What's the deal on this guy?
Let's see, hold on. Which one is it?
It is lot 2, which is the blue bar cock. He can't hear me.
Blue bar cock. Power monkey boy.
Panther monkey boy.
Panther monkey boy. Sorry, the screen was small.
Yeah, that bird's a half brother to the Victoria Falls second place Super 8 and second place on average. I bought that hen in that year, the first year I bred her. I brought it from that action of my Guinness action.
And just right off the hop, bred good ones.
Mm-hmm. I sent it because I was a half brother to the winner, but on the father's side, the father is a full brother to Thomas VI.
Yeah,
so, and I sent 2 brothers of that bird to Victoria Falls. They're over there right now, and also I believe I sent 1 or 2 to African Pro Race. So who knows what they're gonna do?
Yeah, so you could be getting a home run with this one here. Nestmates, half brothers, half sisters to your lot number 2. He's a super. Again, guys, bid with confidence. These are the birds that are winning today. Right now, today they're winning. Rob Wong question.
Rob Wong, are the young birds allowed to fly around your loft prior to sending to a 1 loft race?
Okay, question for you. With the birds you're sending to 1 loft races or out to Mexico to participate for you, do you let them loft fly?
No, I don't. Nope.
No.
They never go out.
Okay.
Derek Tavares question.
Derek has a question about eye sign. Does he use eye sign as a tool? If so, what does he look for in a breeding eye?
Okay. Question for you. Do you use eye sign? And if you do, what are you looking for in eye sign?
I really like to look their eyes, but I really don't know much about eye sign. So it's something that I really don't look much for because I really don't know much about it. Sometimes I ask my friends, and they kind of talk to me into it a little bit, but I really don't get what they're trying to show me on the eyes. So that's something I haven't really learned or know much about it.
All right. So, hey, eye sign is something that you want to learn, but you haven't really got into it. That's fair enough. So, guys, here is a gentleman that is winning without really using the eye sign technique. I know Romero said to me that he does mix and match them. Maybe he doesn't put the same ones together, but he's not overthinking. This guy's beauty, man. Leah, the more I handle him, the more I want this lot number 2. Where do you go to bid?
Where do you go to bid? FeatherslyPigeonAuctions.com or Fepa.ca. We're going to move on to lot number 3. Just let Romero know that we're moving on to lot number 3.
Lot number 3, Romero. Hold on. Leah's going to post it up on the screen.
Lot number 3, a beautiful blue bar hen. IF 2020 10853. This is, of course, an original Aztec Loft, a full sister to Royal Cup winner 2020, winning $50,000 US. Daughter of Super Racer and Breeder, Big A 291. Winner of equal first at the Big Andy Final, 350 miles, winning $10,000 US. Ryan, go ahead.
Well, this hen is dynamite. For you guys that like those large hens that are perfectly put together, she's popping out of her shirt. I'm telling you, she's got 3 buttons unbuttoned. She's just blown right out. She's a powder blue. You don't even need hands to hold her. She vibrates from the tip of the tail to the tip of the beak. She's got a super strong forearm. Man, every time I feel her, she just gets nicer and nicer. She's got a nice snap to the wing. You see the back, one pintail, beautiful eye sign on her. Gorgeous wing. The coverings are nice. It's a perfect 100 out of 100 pigeon. Almost no flaw at all to her. I like her size. I like large hens, especially when they're large but properly put together. She's perfectly equal on everything. She just balances out perfect. Romero, please tell me about lot number 3.
Okay, that hen right there has a story behind her. The full sister won the Royal Cup race. Went equal first on the final, winning 40,000, and then they went to they had one more race to go to finish the average speed. So
Yep.
it went, and I was just hoping that bird won't get lost. So she came in on 16th place, and she ended up winning first place average speed, winning out 10,000. The mother of that bird went equal first a Big Andes One Loft race in 2018, and both hens. The mother of that hen went at the Big Andes. It's comes straight from Hardy Kruger, and she's a full sister to Black Rolex from Hardy Kruger, who's the Black Rolex. He's the father to the first place average speed winner at Pattaya race this past race a couple weeks ago. So it's out of the Hardy Kruger bloodline. But then on the father's side, the father is a son of Constant from Rick Dennis. Constant bred a lot of breeders. They raise all kinds of winners. So that's what that bird is. And I sold one to a buddy of mine in New Jersey. And I believe that's why he clocked at the Cuevas Classic equal first on the final race out of the sister of this one.
Wow. And you guys, when you're listening and you're hearing big wins. And one thing I will say about Romero, what I like that he does is and I'm just going to use this is 2 examples. He just won the black gold race at the 350. He had no problem sending those same birds back. He didn't bring them back to keep them in his loft, a $10,000 winner. No, he sent back to go to 400 miles, and it paid off. You see it again there at the Royal Cup. He wins the Royal Cup, the main race. He goes back to the 350 or 380 or whatever it was, the encore race. Bang, he hits it again. These pigeons, they show up when it's time, when the money's down. You hear his friend in New Jersey, same way, relation to this, winning. Hardy Kruger, winning. The same bloodlines, guys. This is a perfect pigeon, 100 out of 100. Out of this world. Derek Tavares, let's see what the question is. I will read it here, Leah. My reading is not the best. So, do you put your OLR entries through some type of a medication program before leaving your loft?
The jumpers, no, I don't. I give them their vaccines and what they're supposed to get, and the vitamins or whatever they get while they're on the section. And that's all they get, because once they get into the One Loft race, they're going to do what they do with all the birds, and I just let them do whatever they do with them, because you don't know what they're going to give them. So I don't want to give them something here, and then when they get there, they give them again the same thing. So it's kind of like overdosing, you know.
Yeah. That's right. Just letting it naturally go. And again, if you're looking and you see a young bird in your loft that's not right, what do you do with it?
Well, you can tell as soon as they're in the nest. I mean, if you have babies, they're just not growing the right way. What I've been trying to do is when I have a baby a little smaller than the other one, I try to look for another pair that has a baby about the same size, and I swap them. That way, because when the one that gets a little bigger, it's eating everything, so it's not letting them eat. So that's why they're getting small. But that's the only thing I noticed. Once I move them to those rooms, I really don't see much in them. They don't really go down much or nothing, because they learn how to drink water before I even move them from their parents. So that's something I have really don't worry about much, because once they're in there, all I have to worry about is giving them feed and have water, and they're fine.
Okay, next question from Rob Wong. Some old fanciers say that while the babies are in the nest, if you pet them day to day, it helps. Do you question? Do you mess around with the youngsters when they're in the section with the parents? You know, when they're 10 days old, 15 days old? No,
No,
no.
nothing. Don't have time.
You,
I don't have
you'd
the
be
time to do it. I love to, but I don't have the time to do it. Barely
well.
have time enough to ban them and give them their vaccines. 20, 24 days of age, and that's all. That's all I do. Next time I grab them is when I move them out of there.
Okay, well, that answers that. This lot number 3, guys, bid with confidence. She's going to be a super breeder. I have a feeling. Oh, I feel good about this one. We're going to move on to lot number 4. Leah, take it away.
One of my favorites. Lot number 4. Where do you guys go to bid? FeathersleepPigeonAuctions.com. Lot number 4, an absolutely stunningly beautiful blue grizzle hen, AU 2020 2919, and an original Aztec Loft, half sister to the sire of Panther Monkey, who was second Super Ace, second Grand Average at Victoria Falls One Loft Race 2021. Daughter of super breeding cock El Judio. This is daughter El Judio. Guys, let's talk about lot number 4.
All right, well, this lot number 4, she's a little different. She's small, she's short, but she's all up front. She got super muscle again. These birds from Aztec, they condition up very easily. They have nice muscle, super feather quality. She's buoyant. She looks sharp. Everything is right about her. Gorgeous. Tell me about this beautiful blue grizzle, please.
That grizzle hen, man. That bird, that being grizzle, is supposed to be black. What happened is I put the Jewish, I call him Jewish, Judío. I put him to breed with his mom. But his mom died, so I didn't have nothing to breed him with. So I picked something out of the best that I have in the loft that wasn't breeding. So I went and picked up a grizzle hen. So that's how we get these grizzles. The father, it's almost black. But look how those babies came out with the grizzle. The father of that grizzle is the grandfather to the Victoria Falls second place Super 8. So that's a half. Let me see. That's a half sister to the father of the winner. Also, the father of this bird then bred a lot of winners in Mexico and here too. Right this minute, he's breeding with his own daughter. My buddies in Mexico asked me, they've been asking me since last year, you have to make that pair. You have to make the son, the father to the daughter. And so finally I did it. It's getting old. But those birds, man, they've been doing phenomenal.
Well,
out of that Judío, that's been crazy.
Well, she is a beautiful hen. Guys, she looks as good as she's got it all. She's perfect. Very, very nice. She's got the muscle, the feather quality, about a finger and a half to those vents. I like her. Very calm in the hands. Nice thick bars. And, one thing I do like, I like the 10th flight. It's white. Maybe that's a little tip, guys. A little luck, a little bit of shooting star. Hey, a nice shot at tequila even, maybe. This lot number 4, out of this world. You're not going to be disappointed. Watch out. Aztec might be bidding back on this one. I'm just saying. This one here, when you see her, you just start falling in love with her. Leah, any questions?
Jimmy Peters, what is the mother? Who's the dam on your lot number 4?
Who is the mother on lot number 4? Romero?
That one, it's a grizzle hen. The grizzle out of the White Horse bloodline from Mike Gannis. I started with those grizzles back in 2014, 2015. I bought a daughter of White Horse. So that's where those grizzles come from. I've been really, really lucky with those grizzles. I used to fly them here, and I used to fly them all the way to 500 miles, and I was clocking them on the day. Some of them are completely white, and they're coming in, in a good time. When I was flying 2 lofts, one under my wife's name. It was all grizzles and one my regular loft. But those grizzles were beating me on some of those long races. So it was unbelievable how those grizzles perform. They're really, really good on the flying.
Well,
and
you feel it. You feel the muscle.
Yeah, I
You're gonna
don't
like
send it
this
to
one,
one
Jimmy.
love races.
No?
No, because the color, they're too white, the hawk baits, you know. That's why I don't send them much to one love races.
Okay.
Especially in
Nope.
Mexico. In Mexico, hawks are very, very hard.
Well, I will tell you, Jimmy, this one might be the right one for you, my friend. She's a beautiful pepper blue grizzle, a real peppery blue or salt and pepper grizzle. This lot number 4. Leah, let's see lot number 5. And where do we go to bid, Leah?
Where do you guys go to bid? FeatherslyPigeonAuctions.com. We're going to move on to lot number 5 in the Aztec Lofts online auction. Open now until Friday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time is the closing time. Your lot number 5, a beautiful dark checker cock. Mexico 2020 102942, an original Aztec Loft with Pepa Elite Center. The sire is Panther 150 from Aztec Lofts, who is the 2018 Hoosier winner. Also sire to First Capilla de Guadalupe, 400 kilometers, 2019. The dam is Wacko 653 from the Pepa Elite Center, who has 251st final race Victoria Falls, 619 kilometers, 2019. Also, 3 times in the top 100 in training and hotspot racing. This is Wacko Panther. Guys, let's talk about lot number 5.
Well, this lot number 5, he is a beautiful cock. Muscles, muscles, muscles. Compact, buoyancy. This one has it all. I mean, he's a super pigeon. He's got the nice cast to him, loads of muscle, sharp-looking eye. Romero, give me the goods on our lot number 5.
Okay, well, that bird right there on the father side, the father, it's a son of Panther. Panther, it was my main breeder, which is the father to that bird is a half brother to Hoosier. They're half brothers. They, if you look on the pedigree behind that bird, the grandfather, 825. I remember I told you about these birds from Mexico. 825 was across birds from Mexico that my buddy from California brought over from Mexico. And that 825, it was a father to a lot of winners, a grandfather to a lot of winners. It's not, it died already, so I don't have it anymore. But that bird was a specific, a perfect pigeon breeding, So that's the grandfather to this bird. Then on the mother side of this bird, I bought a hen that flew at the Victoria Falls for Fepa. I bought her on the auction from Victoria Falls auction. And I didn't have cocks to breed them with when she came, so I had to split one of these birds to breed it to the Black Power bloodline. And the father of this bird did flew on the Hoosier back in 2018.
Wow. Okay. And just wanted to give you a shout out. Yoani Saints says, you are the man, the hottest loft right now in the United States. I'm telling you, compliments coming all around. Well deserved. The birds are perfect. The birds are buoyant. Derek Tavares now comes in with a question. Pedigrees. So what does this say? Setting pedigrees aside, what do you think are some key important points in selecting birds going on just feel? So if you're not looking at pedigrees, what are you looking for?
Well, you're looking for the muscle. You're looking for the wings, the dents, bones, balance, size of the bird. I like to look at the eyes because sometimes they have beautiful eyes, but I really don't know anything about eye science. But then besides that, the wings, I've been learning a lot of stuff on these birds, because every day I learn something different. So that's the thing I go through when I grab a pigeon. I don't know, for some reason, when I like a pigeon, as soon as I get it on my hands, I just like the way it feels on my hand. They're nice and full, the wings, and then I go through the body, making looking for different things. But other than that, I just pedigrees. I get a pedigree and I put it on the side. I never look at it again unless I have to put it into the system for just to keep the record.
Right, and guys, I will say this: I had the opportunity to go through the whole thing at Aztec. I checked out the different sections, and there were sections where there were 60 birds in them. And we were looking and just looking, and I would say, oh, I like that blue cock, or I like that checker pied, or I like that red. And Romero would go and catch the bird, random, just looking. Put it in your hands. and then I'd smile because the quality, they were all a lot of the same. If there was one that was a little bigger or one that was a little smaller, they had all the key points. And that's why if you came to the open house or you took the time to come and handle these 10 lots, you see a lot of that uniformity, a lot of the muscle, it's all in these birds right here. Lot number 5, guys, is a real super. You see loaded up with the best of the best of the best. Leah, any other questions?
None at the moment. We can move on to lot number 6 if you'd like.
Okay. Romero, we're going to move on to good old lot number 6. This is one of my favorites, guys. Leah, take it away.
Guys, reminder, where do you guys go to bid? FeathersleepPigeonAuctions.com. We're going to move on to lot number 6 in the Aztec Lofts online auction. A beautiful blue bar hen, IF 2020-10846, an original Aztec Loft with Hardy Kruger and Karsten Bearden. The sire is the Bro from Hardy Kruger, who is a full brother to super breeder La Pantera and grandson of Black Power. The dam is inbred Blixum 082 from Karsten Bearden, a top inbred from Blixum. Made it to his daughter, Adoria. Blixum wins, of course, 3 times first ace pigeon short distance, first ace pigeon middle distance, first ace pigeon speed combine, etc., etc. This is Tequila Rose. Guys, go ahead.
Wow. Well, this lot number 6, it's an awesome hen. She has everything. She has the length. She has the back. She has the forearm. She has the muscle. She has the vent bone strength. She has the eye sign. She has the feather quality of literally a perfect pigeon, and you see it in my hands. She's got a beautiful name, Tequila Rose. Romero, please give me the honors. Give me the inside scoop on lot number 6.
Okay, lot number 6. I mentioned before, and my main breeder was Panther, La Pantera. She was a granddaughter of Black Power, and the father was Blueberry. After all I did with her grandchildren, because she was a good breeder of breeders, her Charles never did good on races. So when I tried the first one, which was El Judío and breeding, I started winning different races with different babies out of him. So I put all the babies out to breed. The father of this bird you have in your hands, it came up for sale in Fepa. And when I went and looked, it was a full brother to my main breeder. So it came to my head to buy it and breed it to the sister. So that's what I did. Fepa then had the bird for sale. You had to buy another bird in order for you to get this one as a kid. So I had to buy the other bird that I didn't really worry about, but I was worried about this one. So I brought the brother in, put her on. When I came here, I came late, so I put him to breed with another import pigeon that I got, which is the mother of this bird. And I bred these babies out of him, thinking and hoping that they're gonna be good breeders, just like the sister. And thinking about breeding the 2 brothers together, the Panther died on me the following year, and I didn't get to breed them together. So these birds you have in your hands, I haven't really bred any of them. And I bred the ones I bred, they're in the loft still, and I was thinking to breed them this year. So whoever buys this one is gonna find out along with me what they're gonna do. Well, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to try them. To tell you the truth.
This is an absolute super. Jimmy Peters, what is the cost of shipping? Cost to shipping to the United States, and how soon? We're going to be shipping them out about 10 days after the sale. Leah, shipping prices, just refresh my memory, please.
$225 for 1 to 4 pigeons by post.
$225. You heard it right there. This lot number 6, you will not go wrong. It doesn't even. It's unbelievable the super quality in this pigeon. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Michael Brown, how do you feel about Gabby pigeons? Do you have good results with that family?
Yes, I do. Gabby, I don't have many of them, but I do have a couple, and I do have good results. I have 2 pairs of them in Mexico that I bred, and every year we break winners out of them. But they're in Mexico, flying over there. They're really good pigeons too.
All right, fair enough. Phil's got a question. Do you like longbirds? Taking the length of longbirds, I guess, not not the length of the race. So he's asking, do you like longer cast birds, shorter birds? Well, what's your feel?
I really don't. I really don't care on size, long or short. I just don't really worry about it. When I send them as babies, you feel them almost about the same. So they do change a lot once you send them out and once they get a little older. So I get to see them when they come back, and they're all different sizes, and some of them are a little longer than others, but they still do really good out there.
Okay. Rob Wong asked the question, when you send the birds to one loft races or to Mexico, do you pull any of the flights on them? Do you pull the tail? Do you do any funny business like that?
No, I don't. The only thing I do before I start breeding, I turn the lights on the birds. They come on at 11 o'clock, and they go on all night long. So when they start having their babies, the babies get the same light at the same time. So when you turn that light off on those babies, when you send them out to this one loft race or whatever, they don't get the same daylight that they get with these lights. They start molting, so they molt really fast. When I send them to Mexico, they always ask me why, as soon as the birds get out there, loose and they drop all their feathers. So that's why, because of the lights.
Okay. Raymond Mendez asks, how many teams on average do you send out to OLRs?
How many teams to all the one loft races?
Yeah.
Here in the country, I think this past year, here in the country, I sent probably right around 140 birds. I don't really remember. I really don't count them. But probably right around 140 that I sent total to the different one loft races. And then in Mexico, I sent probably about 120 birds out of here into Mexico. And my buddy in Mexico, they bred probably another 80 to 100 birds out there for me. Because I do fly in probably, I want to say 10, 12 different one loft races in Mexico. Plus I fly, I sent some birds to a buddy of mine that flies a combine in the city. He's called Treble Loft. He handles some of my birds. He's a great handler. And at the same time, we fly in this time Capilla. And the one loft we fly against the combine. So we had to bred birds for all that stuff. It's just too many birds.
Hey, you know what? Just keep winning, and it's okay. Don't worry about that. No.
Just you know what I like? I like the way the races are right now, where you send birds to all these one loft races, where you have something to see or to wait every other weekend. You have a race going on somewhere, so that's an excitement for me. Waiting for that day of the race. So that's something that motivates me. It's just something that see, like right now, there's races going on right now, and as soon as those goes off, there are another one start. And then we're gonna start all over again with the new year. So it's just through the whole year, there's some excitement out there on the one loft races.
Awesome. You know what, Leah? I'm having fun. We're going on to lot number 7. Here we go, Leah. This is your go. Give it to me now. Lot number 7, please.
Reminding everybody, where do you guys go to bid? feathersallegpigeonauctions.com or Fepa.ca. This auction, guys, closes Friday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Moving on to lot number 7, a beautiful blue bar cock. Mexico 2019 094615, an original Aztec Loft. A direct child to the sire of 31 Blue Sky, the 2021 Hoosier One Loft Race Champion. A full brother to 8 at the Big Andy 500 miles 2019. Half brother to, of course, 31 Blue Sky, first place Hoosier 2021, winning over 157,000 US dollars. This is Lucky Star. Guys, let's talk about Lucky Star.
Okay, this is a funny little special pigeon. It's very small, very compact. When you see the photo, when you see the bird in person, you will say to me, this is a hen. You will say it, you will swear to me it is. But put this pigeon with a cockbird and watch what it does. It turns on, it's like that small guy at the bar, that picks the big 7-footer and he can take him down. This pigeon has that. It's a cockbird. It's a henny cock. I've always found that henny cocks normally breed the good ones. I believe this is a nest mate to lot number 1. It's a super little pigeon. It's tiny, but it's strong, and you can see it's got the fight, the muscle, everything. What a super this lot number 7 is. Give me the goods on 7, my friend.
Yeah, well, at the same time, it's half sister to a brother to the Hoosier winner, and half brother and sister to a lot of different winners. This bloodline on the father's side started winning since 2015. That I started flying babies out of them on the one loft races. That's when they start winning. The father of these birds, was actually a very special flyer in California when the guy was flying it over there. He didn't let it go to the last race because he was so worried about the bird because he was his first pitch on every race. That was his first pitch on the loft, and he was the first place average speed winner on the combine at that point. So he made the decision not to send him again. So that's how I ended up buying it.
Well, it's a super. Phil has a question in regards to breeding. Do you breed with the lights on? And how much, if you do, how long do you leave the lights on for?
They usually stay on. They come on. They come on at 11 o'clock at night, and they stay on all night up to 7, 8 in the morning when daylight's already on. So they usually had about, I want to say, they have about 18 hours of daylight with the
18
lights.
hours. 18 hours of daylight. And another question. The babies or the youngsters, when you take them away from the parents and you have their section that they're staying in, do you leave those lights on the whole time as well?
Yeah, they're on the same building. They had the lights on at the same time too. One thing I did this year different than other years. I did two different things. I just thought about something that I did this year that I hadn't done before. I seen people giving pills to the birds, and I never done it before. So when I was in Vitakin, I saw these pills and they told me about it, and that was something I never heard of. I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "Yeah, we give them a pill to the babies when we move them out from the parents." So that was the other thing I did this year. I bought those ideal pills, and I give them a pill when I move them. When I move them to be on their own, I give them a pill. And this is the first year I did it, so I did use that, and I used that product from Mexico. That was the only two new different things that I used. Other than that, everything's been the same through the years, that I've been done. That was the only two different things I get this year.
Okay. Well, I want to give a special shout out. Ado from Ado Lofts. He says, "Congratulations, this guy knows how to win." So congratulations right there. Rob Wong, question for you. How many years do you keep the same pairs together, and how many babies off that pair?
I usually only keep them 1 year and swap them. Try them that year that way and swap them. But then when you have a pair, they really got more than one winner out there. They did really good for you. I try them for a second year. The father of this bird is gonna be on his third year with the same mate, because it's been doing really good with that hen. So I'm thinking to breed it for 3 years the same to see what they do. But I'm gonna change him next year. Next year I definitely have to change it and give him a different mate. I had to do something with him to bred for bred him and inbred him with a daughter or something, because he's getting old. To 2012 already. So
super. Now again, guys, if you're looking for the hen, it's lot 1. Trust me, if you're looking for the cock, it's lot 7. He's super. He's nice. You see the quality. You hear it. He normally separates the pair. He's left this pair together. That's right. 3 seasons of breeding. The crackers are right here. This is a super. We're going to move on to lot 8. Leah, where do you go to bid?
Where do you guys go to bid? Feathers Elite, pigeonauctions.com or fepa.ca. We're going to move on to lot number 8 in the Aztec Lofts online auction. Beautiful blue bar hen, Mexico 2021 098021, an original Aztec Loft. Superior One Loft Racing champion, winning bloodlines throughout. Half brother to Panther Monkey, winner of second Super A, second Grand Average Victoria Falls One Loft race. Grandson of Red Monkey, winner of first Victoria Falls One Loft race, winning $200,000. Also grandson of Victoria winner. Winner of first final race, Victoria Falls World Challenge, winning
Some more tequila.
$200,000. This is Panther Monkey Girl. Guys, let's talk about lot number 8.
Okay, sit down, look out. Please do not switch the channel. This is a super right here. I remember when we picked this bird out, there was an aviary. There was about 25 birds, and she caught my eye. And when Romero went in, I went like this. I crossed my fingers and said, please get the little blue with the tick. Please get the little blue with the tick. He grabbed the little blue with the tick, and I'm going to tell you, she's a 12 plus. Get this bird home. Send it to any one-loft race. She will win. She's super conditioned, blown out, super young, small, compact. Her brother is lot 2. She's way smaller. She's built like a weapon, like a bullet. Oh, I love her. Nice thick bars. She's a 10 out of 10. Vents are like steel. And thank you for when you went into the section, you were reading my mind. I put that out there to the pigeon gods. And Romero, you picked out my favorite out of that aviary. Give me the rundown on lot number 8.
There's not really much to say about that one. I mean, being a half brother to the Victoria Falls winner, out of the daughter of Red Monkey with Victoria winner, and being a daughter, a full brother to Osanto, a full brother to Thomas 6. I mean, everybody knows what Thomas 6 has been done, and of course, Red Monkey, you know what it's been doing. So you're right.
It's the best of the best, and you can feel it. You feel it's just a super pigeon, and it's so young, but it's perfect. It's perfect in your hands. It feels just like a one-loft super winner. Question from Bill Wema: what is your pre-breeding vaccination program, and also what vaccines do you give the youngsters? Romero, take it away.
Yeah, I really didn't understand the first question, but the second question, vaccines. I get my vaccines from Vitakin every year. So whatever the Vitakin is selling them vaccines, for salmonella and Newcastle PMB, I shot them at the same time on PMB and salmonella for 24 days of age. Yeah, and then after that I send them to the one low phrase, because as soon as they get them into the one low phrase, they're gonna give them another shot. So that's when they get their second shot.
Okay, and what the first part of that question was? What's your vaccination program for your breeders?
Oh, I vaccinate my breeders before I put them together every season. Okay. So I just give them a shot once a year. Before breeding season, I give them a shot and go through a program to clear them out, make sure they're not sick or they're not gonna get any sickness through breeding season. That's all I do with them.
Okay. All right. I mean, guys, this lot number 8, bid with confidence on all the lots, especially this one. One of my absolute favorites. She's going to be a gem. I think a super breeder. I love the third bar. I love the compaction, the muscles, the forearm, the feather quality, the vent bones, everything this lot number 8 has and more. You will not be disappointed. Hey, when you get her, you're going to say, thank God Ryan put that out there to the stars. And that's the one he picked. This one has it. Go ahead.
Let me tell you something. I mentioned it before about that question. They asked me how many years I keep the same pair together. Well, last year when I bred the daughter Red Monkey to number 3, the fathers to the second place super ace at Victoria Falls, I bred him that year and then I split him. Then when I hit the race, I was sorry that I split him, but I didn't know what that was going to happen. So this year, I had no choice to send. I sent the brothers and sisters to this one, to Victoria Falls and also African Pro, because the pair was already made up like that. And I really have a lot of faith on the brother to Thomas 6, because that family of Thomas 6 has been doing really, really good out there. So somebody might get lucky on buying these birds. Something if those birds end up doing something out there, they're already gonna have them home.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to say bidding confidence. The backs are all tight on these birds. They're great. David Tracy, I think you've already answered the question, but we'll fire it out there again. What age do you vaccinate your young birds? So I guess before you're sending them out.
Yeah, I usually try to vaccinate them on the nest. I try to vaccinate them right around 24 days of age. But what I do is because I put all my breeders together at the same time, they usually hatch around right around the same time. So I take a day where I go through all the birds. If I have birds, they hatch 2-3 days later. So I just pick the day. So some of those birds are going to be 2 years older or 2 years younger than the other ones. But I try to do it right around 24 days of age, right in the nest. They don't even notice that you give them a vaccine. I noticed when I vaccine the birds when they get older that I give them a vaccine, I can tell they do feel they really go down for a day or two. I noticed that on my old birds when I give them needles, when I vaccinate them. But when they're young birds, they don't even feel it.
Well, okay. Thanks for answering the question. Before we move Leah to lot number 9, again, this is one of those moments. Take a look. This is a super. She's got it. She has it. Where do you go to bid, Leah? And let's move on to lot number 9.
Where do you guys go to bid? FeathersleepPigeonAuctions.com or Fepa.ca. Auction closes Friday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to move on to lot number 9 in the Aztec Lofts online auction. A beautiful blue-pied hen, IF 2020-10H21, an original Aztec Loft with Hardy Kruger, granddaughter of outstanding One Loft Racing breeders Blue Pearl and Carrie. Super, Hardy Kruger, and Vandenbiel bloodlines throughout the pedigree. This is granddaughter Blue Pearl. Guys, let's talk about lot 9.
Lot number 9. Well, my favorite number is 9. And this pigeon in the hands is super. She's got the muscle. She's got the third bar. She's got the war paint on her. She's got super eye sign. She's gorgeous. She's streamlined. She has it all. I love her. She's blown out of her shirt, again, with muscle on top of muscle. You see the back, guys. I don't spread the legs on pigeons to see if they have a good back. I've never seen a pigeon fly with his legs open to see how strong a back is, and I will not start it today. This man, all the lots, super strong backs. Romero, please tell me about the beautiful pied hen.
Yeah, well, the first thing I can tell you about that bird, it's a cousin to the first place average speed winner Pattaya on the mother side. So that tells you everything.
Okay, next lot.
That's a half sister to the winner at the Big Andes winner 2018, and to the Royal Cup winner on the mother side.
Wow.
Those birds are birds that I bred for breeders. They're now they're out there for somebody else to breed. So I'll be very happy to hear that somebody went with them,
Yeah, and they have everything in the bloodlines to win in big international races. Send them all over the world. These birds do it. Beautiful eye sign on this pigeon. Super feather. It has it all. Again, we're talking about winning today. Pattaya just went past. Take a look at the results on these pigeons. They're right here. And they have all the qualities. The quality in these birds is second to none. Raymond asks, what brand of vaccine do you use? This is almost like getting into a vaccine show. What's your vaccine you're using?
Let me show it to you.
He's going to get it. You know what? We might even get him to vaccinate himself right here on the show.
Right here. That's the vaccines.
Ooh. Move over a little bit the other way. Other way. No, other way. Yeah. Perfect. There it is, guys. Take it in, screenshot it, remember it. Perfect. We got it. That's good. You've done it. Red and green labels.
From Vita King. Vita King has them. When I go to the final of the Hoosier, I always bring $4,000 worth of vaccines.
Okay. And question from Derek Tavares. Before you start pairing up, what will you treat the breeders for? What are the things that you treat for?
Coccidiosis, E. coli, canker, respiratory, deworm them. I usually guide myself through a program that Vita King has and their website, where it has a breeders. When you go into breeding, breeding medicine or breeding program, something, there's a thing in there that tells you what to do, what to follow. That way you won't lose track of what to keep them. Go through all those steps they have right there, and you should be fine. I was following those instructions for probably I don't know, 18 years, 19 years. Every year I have to go back and read it again because every year I forget things. So even there, it tells you about the lights. So that's been in there since Ganus on the Vitakin. Since then, the program's still there. Since he put it in there, so I've been following it, the whole time. So and I never have issues. Usually when I'm breeding, it's very weird that I get a bird that gets sick while it's breeding.
Okay. Well, hey, there you have it, guys. That's the question. That's your lot number 9. She's super bidding confident. She got the Hardy Kruger, the little bit of the Gabby Van Den Biel, Pataya average speed winner, way in the back, or relation. It's all here in your lot number 9. I love her. Leah, where do you go to bid? And let's move on to the big one.
Where do you go to bid? FeathersLeapPigeonAuctions.com. Auction closes Friday night. We're going to move on to the final lot of the evening. A real stunner here, folks. Pay attention to this one, please. A beautiful blue bar hen, Mexico 2021 098037. An original Aztec Loft with Hardy Kruger and Verhee Hopkins. A full sister, folks, to first place Hoosier One Loft Racing Champion 2021. 31 Blue Sky, winner of $157,500 US. Also sister to First National Morea Mexico 2015. Also sister to the 3323 First Marathon, 205 kilometers versus 3,172 pigeons. Also sister to the 2383 First Santa Paula, 190 kilometers versus 4,200 pigeons. This is sister 31 Blue Sky. Guys, let's talk.
All right. 150,000 reasons why you want this one in your loft. She's young. She's still growing. She's real nice. Take a look at her. Take a look. Nice and slow. I told you 157,000 reasons why you want this youngster. She's buoyant. Forearm is nice. You open the wing. She got a nice snap to her. Good muscle. Good warmth in her. Sharp looking pigeon. Yes. Is she young? She's a late bred. She's the youngest in the sale. She hasn't kicked a flight. But remember, super breeders are always bred late in the fall. And this could be one of them. Reminder. Romero, can you give me 157,000 reasons why this is a good one?
Well, they're full sister to the Hoosier winner and full sister to 4 different winners last year, and half sister to a few different winners, through the years since 2015 and on. And at the same time, she's an aunt or uncle to a few winners in Mexico and One Love races in Mexico. She's late hatch. Well, she should be a really good breeder. I end up bringing her brother back from Mexico to breed him here. It did really good on racing season this past season. So I brought him back to here to breed him along with the Hoosier winner. So I'm gonna be breeding the 2 brothers.
Well,
and let me tell you something else. I don't know if you guys have realized on the pedigrees or not. This bird on the father side is Verhey. So the Verhey Black Power, that's the cross on this bird. If you look at the pedigree on the father of the Victoria Falls winner, on the back, far back, it has the Verhey. So it's Verhey Black Power. So it's not a coincidence that this bird, it's Black Power Verhey, and the other one also has Verhey Black Power behind on the father side. So those birds are really clicking. For some reason, that bloodline that's getting crossed together really, really good. So this year, I'm gonna make more maidens the same way.
Well, I'm gonna say, you guys just take a moment and take a look at this. This is a full nest mate to the Hoosier. If you took the Hoosier win out of this bird's still super pedigreed with results. But hey, the largest race in the United States of America, there's a full nestmate of it right there. 150,000 US dollars. The brother of this bird won, beating, I don't even know, 300 or 400, 500 lofts that were entered in. This is a full nestmate. Where do you go to bid? Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions. Reminder, all bids are in Canadian dollars. That's right. Birds will be shipped out about 10 days after the sale, before February the 1st. I want you guys to bid in confidence. They're here. They're awesome. If you have questions about these birds, hey, send me a message and ask. Or message Aztec Loft Romero. Ask them. Also, I've got a question to come in for Romero.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Go ahead, Leah.
Rob Long wants to know that he buys, I understand that you buy the best one loft birds to breed from race to race one lofts. Do you ever go against that practice and pick some young ones that is from an average set of birds, non-one loft racing material?
Okay, Romero, here's my question for you. From Rob Wong. He notices you like to buy good supers from one loft races, or birds that have done well, high pedigreed, super quality pigeons. Do you ever just go out and buy regular pigeons, run of the mill, not big results, sort of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see a pigeon on an auction site, the pedigree doesn't scream at you, it looks pretty. Do you try it or do you not?
I do. When I see them on, when I see it on online, on auctions or stuff like that, I do try. When I see something that I like, you know, once I see them, you know, how it looks and the eye and stuff like that, I do try them. You know, even if they don't have a record, I give them a chance. You know, if it's something I like. But of course, it's a lot better to handle them. But when you're looking on online, you cannot handle them. But I do still pick birds that you know, when I go to lofts, you know, with friends or in Mexico, that I get to handle birds. I still like to, you know, to try some birds that I like them, you know, that I really like them on my hand. Don't care about the pedigrees. Like I told you, pedigrees, I only see them when they come in, that I import pigeons, I see their pedigrees, but then I don't look at them again. Then after that, I just look to see what they do.
So you're big time into feeling. The bird has to feel right in your hands. If it feels right, you have a good shot at giving it a chance. You're definitely into the feel. Second is the pedigree, but if possible, you want super pedigree, super feel, and you're happy.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow, Leah, this has been a heavy show. I told you, he's choking. He's choking because he wants these birds back. I can feel it.
Please,
a different feeling, man.
Please thank Romero for me. You wrap it up because he can't hear me. Please thank him so much for giving us the opportunity and our buyers the opportunity. Remind everybody, bidding closes Friday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, feathersleypigeonauctions.com. Brian, go ahead.
Okay, Romero, on behalf of my sister, Loft Manager Richard, my father, myself here, we want to thank you very, very much for supporting Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions, for giving us 10 supers, and the quality was there. I want to thank you again for taking the time to let me come down, see the loft, see the birds, meet with you, and everything that we've talked about moving forward. You've done an excellent job. You're going to keep winning. I told you, guys, watch out the Paul Daniel race there. Flying D, 15. He's in 15th place with a minute and a half to go. You're going to see an average speed win. Just trust me. I'm talking to the gods. They're letting me know. Thank you very, very much, Romero, for doing this evening, answering all the questions, and you know, keep doing what you're doing. These birds are fantastic. The bidders are going to love them. And guys, if you get a shot, drive to Delaware. I know what you're saying. Where the hell is Delaware? Well, there's only one thing I know that's good in Delaware. That's Aztec Lofts.
Yeah, well, really thank you, Ryan. I really thank you, you know, for doing this for me too. I've never done an action like, you know, like I told you before. Didn't even thought about it. But you out there calling me and asking me, I said, you know what, fine. And I was, you know, I was running out of time, like I tell you. But when I picked the bird, you tell me what you want, and what I did, I went through my inventory, and I handled a couple of them. I didn't get to handle them all because my time is really limited sometimes. But I make sure I pick the right birds, you know, out of the right pairs, you know, before I even handle them. I say, you know what, these birds have to be right, because I mean, I know what their family has been done. So that's how I pick those birds and give them to you for to sell. So let's hope, you know, that somebody gets a good one out there, and next thing you know, I would love to hear from somebody saying, hey, you know, I did this, I did that with your bird. You know, I'll be very happy to hear that from somebody. You know.
Exactly. And remember, guys, history repeats itself time and time again. You feel the bodies are right, the eyes are right, the muscle is right, the pedigrees are right. Wins, 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 wins. From Mexico to South Africa to Delaware to anywhere in the United States, this man's getting the job done at the highest level. You hear about it. You see the people commenting. Okay, this is why Feathers Elite Pigeon Auctions brought Aztec Lofts here. We want the best. This man has the best. Now you have an opportunity to get a little bit of what I call that Aztec magic in your loft. There's only 10 lots, guys. So where do you go to bid? FeathersElitePigeonAuctions.com, Fepa.ca. A reminder, all bids are in Canadian dollars. U.S. buyers, that means you're going to save a little bit. Shipping 1 to 4 pigeons, $225 U.S. post. We use the United States Postal Service. Birds will be going out before the end of January. Bid in confidence. Please take your time, take a look, and you'll see the right ones are here. As I say, inch by inch, brick by brick, mile by mile. These birds have the DNA to produce winners for you. Romero, thank you very much. Audience, thank you very much. You guys have been great.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you to the pigeons. Good luck, bidders. Thanks for flying with us. Bye for now.
Yeah.